What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I'm your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great hump day. That's right, it's Wednesday, and I know you've all been craving that injury report, so that is what we're here to do today, talk about the injuries. Now, we have another terribly run organization in the Arizona Cardinals who do not know how to have a social media team simply type out words and put an injury report out. So unfortunately, Cardinals struggling with typing. So do not have their injury report. I'll keep trying to look at my phone. I looked right before I got on. Some stupid ad popped up. But I'll keep looking. We'll see if they get their injury report. But I do have some of their roster moves, some of their workouts that are telling as to what is going on with their injury issues. So we're going to get into that. But I appreciate each and every one of you taking the time today. You have any questions, any comments, please feel free to leave them down below. But let's jump right into this bad boy. Let's talk about what you're all waiting for, that Eagles injury news. We're all hoping and praying all of those injuries are not serious. We heard from Nick Sirianni earlier today. He said that he's hoping to have all of those guys that were banged up ready to go this Sunday against the Cardinals. So let's take a look at how it looked at practice today. Now, today is Wednesday. So that first practice, a lot of guys, will be do not participate, but the next day they'll be limited or they'll be full participants. So tomorrow will be key. We'll watch how they change. If someone still did not practice, that will be concerning. So let's take a look at this list here. There are some guys on the did not practice list, and that's Jake Elliott with that ankle issue. And we talked about yesterday, old Dicker brought in the kicker. So he's on the practice squad. If we need to, we will elevate him on Sunday, but Jake Elliott did not practice today. Not a great sign. Sam linebackers Kyron Johnson and Patrick Johnson both sustained concussions, and they were both did not practice. So both of Hassan Reddick's backups are out. And look, we have some great depth at that position, so that's unfortunate. And Hassan Reddick's been killing it, but being able to keep him fresh, those two have been able to do that, and they look good when they got their opportunity. Definitely Patrick has been getting more of an opportunity, but look, Kyron's going to grow into something special, I believe, and hopefully those guys are all right sooner rather than later. Then Avonte Maddox is still out with an ankle issue, and look, Josiah Scott had his issues, but he also did some good things, man, and he was thrown into the fire. So hoping that Avonte Maddox can be back, but if not, we will go that same route. And then Jordan Mailata with that shoulder issue also did not practice today. So again, tomorrow will be a little bit more telling, but having these guys not practicing, not a great sign. You see limited, that's a much better sign for Boston Scott and our starting right guard, Isaac Seumalo. So we already are worried about Jordan Mailata. We don't want to be down Seumalo because we know that, we have Driscoll who can play guard, he can play tackle. Luckily, we have Opeta who can fill in, so we do have some depth. We know there are plans in place, but it's great to see Isaac Seumalo limited today. Then a full participant, baby, Darius Slay. So you love to see that. But again, this is what happened last week. He was good to go. We were all excited. But you remember what I said when everybody was asking who I thought would start for Avonte? Said Josiah Scott, because what if something happens to Darius Slay? You need Zach McPherson outside there. So that is exactly what happened to us. And look, it's unfortunate, but we have plans in place. But it's great to see he was a full participant. Look, he got banged up, took him out of the game right away. So hopefully this thing can go away and stop nagging him. Let me look one more time at my phone here. We'll see if the Cardinals got their stuff together here, but highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. Just going to be real with you. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. That's pretty terrible. And you guys remember this happened with the Commanders. I have stuff to do tonight. I cannot let this team dictate what I'm doing. So unfortunately, don't have the injury report, but I do have some news here for the Cardinals. So one of the things I want to talk about was the transactions that were made. We talked about one of them yesterday, but I want to talk about what they could mean for their injuries. And then they held a few workouts as well. So I've got the list of those guys. Let's take a look at that real quick. You see here yesterday, they signed kicker Matt Amendola to the practice squad. We talked about Matt Prater, their kicker, also being banged up. So it looks like both teams could be without a kicker. Now, they've got more of a veteran kicker, but he was just cut by the Chiefs for missing an extra point and a field goal. So we'll see. We both are going into this without two pretty good kickers. So unfortunate there. Now, with the Cardinals, they've got a bunch of injuries. You saw when we went behind enemy lines yesterday, talked about those offensive line injuries. They decided to add another offensive lineman, and Billy Price signed him off of the Raiders practice squad, and they had to release wide receiver Andy Isabella. So those were the moves that they made. That is just trying to stack up on that offensive line that is desperately in need of help, and then their kicker being banged up. So it looks like their kicker probably didn't practice today. Again, terrible organization that does not give injury reports. Now, on to the Cardinals workouts. 3 safeties, Devon Key, J.R. Reed, we'll remember him, and Kenny Robinson. So what the hell does that mean? Did not hear of any kind of injury or anything during the game. I tried to look it up. Didn't really get much. Buda Baker and Jalen Thompson seemed to be fine. But again, would love to have an injury report. So look, I don't like working. I've always said, like, I don't want to work for other teams, but if you guys need help, I could take 5 minutes out of my day and happily type this out for you, get it out, because per league rules, you have to have the injury report in by 4 o'clock. So it's out there. They just don't have someone that can type or make a graphic. So if you need help, I am for hire, a reasonable price to help you guys get out the news that people are desperately looking for. Now, I did hear also J.J. Watt had some kind of issue, maybe with his heart, something going on. They had a shock his chest, something, man, going on there. So really wish this organization could get it together, but maybe they're in fear of what they did, not, saying anything about what happened to J.J. Watt. So again, I do my best here, trying to, it's not hard for me to make these. So if you guys need help, I'm a call away, man. Let them know. I'm looking here, not seeing it. Cardinals signed Coda Martin to the practice squad. Place Lashavius Simmons on practice squad injured list. Okay, so that's what they gave us. Andy Isabella was unclaimed, and they still don't have an injury report. Man, this is a bad sign for Arizona. If this is how their organization, this is probably why they're struggling. Just you see it from head to toe. When you got an organization like the Eagles, from top to bottom, greatness, this is why you're 4-0. This is why Arizona's 2-2. Get it together. If you guys follow me on any of these platforms down here, I will definitely try to keep you up to date with that news. If it's anything crazy or serious, I'll jump back on, but I'm not making another video for the Cardinals. Get it together. But I will be back tomorrow. We'll be talking about the top 10 matchups. And before we go into those, I always give you the injury report for the day. So we'll have the updated injury report. We'll see if any of these guys can be limited or full participants. That'd be great because we have like 7 guys there that didn't practice. So tune in tomorrow. But if anything crazy happens tonight, I will be back. If you need anything, you can always reach out to me, whether you want to talk about the birds, you want to talk about life, whatever it is. But I truly appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. I'm going to give one last look because I'd love to have this information. If you guys could just get it together at any point. Nope, not looking good for them. That's very sad. So, ladies and gentlemen, have yourself a great rest of your hump day. Hope your week is going well. Stay safe out there. And until next time, again, tomorrow, top 10 matchups. Tune in. It's going to be a good one. We got some good matchups to exploit here. Really excited about it. But until that time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all take care. And as always, Cowboys!